Thank you, Brother Minister, for providing this platform for us to have this meeting on tonight. What I can say is that, as you said, Brother Minister, I've been passionate about this for a number of years now. I come to learn about it kind of as soon as the scheme come out, because I'm always often like watching BBC politics or the news, and I kind of stay up to date of what is happening on a political level in this country. And as soon as I heard about the scheme, I knew that it related to me and to my father, because my father come from Jamaica in 1971 to the UK. He was invited by the Queen to join the Queen's army, and he did join the Queen's army to box and to serve in the army as well. He served 3 times. He served in Northern Ireland and Berlin in Germany back in the 70s and early 80s. However, my father's never had a British passport, despite of, risking his life to serve this country. So he has had problems in the past. And so as soon as I heard about the scheme, I called my father and I said, Dad, I think you're eligible for this scheme. He said, yes, yes, yes. So we looked at the compensation scheme. It was a bit different to how it was before. It seems that the Home Office have been reviewing it and reforming it as it's been going along. But initially, the application was longer, and they kind of didn't really have a much of an idea of what they were doing. It's more themed now, so that's a good thing about the applications and the scheme. Anyway, I helped my dad to fill out this form, and whilst I helped him to fill it out, it's such a long form. It's now 44 pages. It was longer before, but when I was helping my father fill it out, he lives in Northwest and I live in Croydon. He would come to my house from Northwest and he'd do a session for about 3 or 4 hours, and then it would be enough. He has PTSD from the army, and when he was filling out the form and recalling on past traumas and stuff, he'd get up, he'd be speaking to himself and reliving the traumas. So it's very, very traumatic, and it's also a very long process due to the length of the form and the ability to be able to cope through all of those memories along the form. So it will take a while. It's not something that people can complete in one day or in one session. It's not possible. It's not possible because anything that you write on the compensation application, you have to evidence. Just like any form of compensation, if you're trying to make a claim, you need to provide any evidence. That which you state and you don't provide evidence for, you will not be awarded for it. We were one of the first ones to apply, and it took them over a year to give my dad his compensation, but they reformed it during that process. So initially they made an offer to him of 40,000. And then once they reformed it, they come back to him. They said, ignore that offer. About 2 months later, they said, ignore that offer. We're going to send you a new revised offer because we've reformed how we process the applications. So, my father was given another offer some months later, and his offer was over 50,000, and he got quite a lot of money. Now, of course, that's due to the amount that you get offered is based on the information and the evidence you provide and what you've been through. So if you come from that era and you've been at risk of deportation and stuff, or you've been held in deportation centres or whatever, then of course you're going to get a higher offer.